What's going on, everybody? Slime Dutchman here, and today it is cold. But as you've seen the title of the video, this is going to be an update on the BMW turbo build. But for now, I have to do something first. I have exhaust parts that need to go on because, well, if you see the original, I lifted it up already just to make it easy. But as you can see, there's no exhaust. Now the back portion I took off because it was the pipe that was going over here. You can see how black it is here. There was a hole in the pipe and it was so big that the rear muffler didn't do anything. So I cut it off here, so just facing down, and it was brilliant. But then it started to rip on multiple places because this whole pipe that goes over here until there was just fully fucked. So I took it off there, so it stopped the hissing noise. But now it's just way too loud to be driving because it's right under the car. It vibrates like crazy. So I need to cut down because I can try to remove it, but what's the point? I'm not gonna reuse this one ever again. And I have new ones. Cut this one, take this whole back section off. It is not warm. I mean, take the first section off, and then that part will go on. Then we have that upper tube, and then this one that sort of goes in there and goes over the rear axle. Now the old one was like sort of where the sticker was, fully opened up a hole, so I cut it off like this, so it wasn't having it would rather go out and like didn't make the hissing noise, and it was pointing down to the street. Was perfect. Then it started to go here and here. This whole connection was fucked from here to here, like this one. Otherwise I would have kept it, but I had to cut it off here. But now I have the new parts. I have new clamps to go with it. Didn't even order those, it just came with it. I don't know if I want to use this or this. We'll see. But after we've done that and everything is on, I'm gonna be focused on brake. So after that is all on and fixed, because that's what I had to do today, because I'm dailying my BMW now, and 6-cylinder, 5 kilometers is my work. It's not getting warm, so it's not something you want. But when that one is done, I'll show you guys the update on the turbo build, which is very exciting.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So the Volvo is fixed. Now on to the more interesting parts. Still working on the engine. Maybe if I do this, it's better. Yes. Still working on the engine. Got everything, well, sort of off, a lot of things. And as you can see, don't know if that's very visible on cam, but there's so much gunk in there that this engine needs sort of an overhaul. But what I got from the guy, to start off with, I got a head gasket. I've got a head gasket spacer and another one, so like 2 head gaskets with a spacer in between to lower the compression, which you preferably want for a turbo build. Then other stuff. I've got some vacuum hoses or other hoses. I don't know what kind of hose it is. He didn't even know, but it was like it was with the kit when I bought it. I got some turbo lines, feed and oil return. I've got a turbo timer that if you're running a turbo, you don't want to shut it off instantly, just want it to keep running to cool down a little bit, so that's a good plus. What else do we have? We have let's see if I can do this a little bit properly. We've got an oil cooler, which looks very nice, not too big. I think I might need a oil thermostat, so it's not cooling all the time, because you know that's not gonna really work. Then I have a catch can that is just crammed into this box. There we go. Nice little catch can. Then we have to measure the coolant feed, the coolant temperature, sorry. This was in the, I already have this on my car, but you know, an extra. Then I have a high flow fuel filter that can go in between. Oh, let's just put this down here. Then I have a whole bag of clamps, seals, things for all the piping and the intercooler stuff. What else do we have? I have one blow off, but looking at this is like Chinese quality, and if I don't like the sound, which I probably not liking, if it's like the high pitched little or whatever, it's gonna go in the bin. And I'm gonna run no blow off, and I want just the turbo surge. Just we all know what that sounds like. Fuel pressure regulator or boost controller, one of the two. Turbo gaskets, some extra stuff, extra lines, vacuum lines. What else do we have here? We have this is a little spacer washer that goes in between, basically on here. This looks bigger though, this housing looks way bigger, but he said it should fit. Spaces in between. I have two ports on the side there and there to put extra in, so I have double the oil pressure and oil temperature, but the lines go on here that go to the oil cooler, and I have the lines for the oil cooler here. This bag is full of intercooler piping, everything I basically need. Then what else is in here? More gaskets for the turbo. The hell is this? This is coming out. Oh, I think this is to space up for this one, because these are the plugs for oil filter and stuff. But now when I see these, looking at them and then looking at that, I think this is a sandwich plate for a normal oil filter that you just put in between, hence these things, and not the way it is on this. So that I might need a new cap, and then I can use this on the CRX or even on the Volvo if I want. Get a cheap ass oil cooler and just hang it in between. That'd be cool. Fuck. It's all falling down in the other box, but as long as it's in the box, I'm cool with it. An extra exhaust stud, looks like. And then we have one more box here, which is a wastegate. This is a good quality one, he said, and by the weight of it, looks of it, this looks good quality. All right, love it. Now, I think that's basically all that I have for now, except for, of course, the harp. This is the intercooler. It's not the big eBay spec ones, but like it's twice as thick, so hopefully this will be enough, because also then you can't crash it and open it up. And then of course we have one last piece that comes with the kit. As you can see, this kit is not complete. With this kit I need injectors, I need a turbo manifold, what else? A little more bits and bobs things. I need a fuel pump, I need different fuel lines that can support the higher pressure or like more flow to the engine. So there's a lot to do still, and a lot to buy. I still need the head studs. I have the gaskets, but basically if I get the head studs, I should be able to build the engine. and have the engine sort of done. So that's sort of my priority now. So cleaning the engine, build the engine, and the engine is sort of done, and I can add all the turbo stuff on, route the lines, plug them in, and like make it all work, fit. Then it's time to throw it in the car, but that's far ahead. So I'm not doing this in a week, this build, so I'm sorry if you're hoping to watch that. Go to Jimmy Oaks or AdamLZ if you want to see a quick build. This is not that, but it is a statement of how the average Joe is able to do this, depending on how much time you want to pull out for it. So let's show you guys the final piece. The final piece I just sort of kept in my living room, because I mean, if you're an automotive guy, how good does this look? Also, as an automotive guy, you know, I mean, it just looks good. That's hence I placed it here in the cabinet, so I can just look at it every day. Because why wouldn't you? It's just such a cool thing, and I'm curious to see how much boost this thing is gonna make. I know completely nothing about turbos. This is all completely new for me, so I don't even know what kind of turbo it is. Hi, kitty. But the we're just gonna see what it's gonna do. If it's too big, if it's too small, I don't know. It was planned to be on a 6-cylinder turbo build, but the guy was like, you know, by the time I'm there and I have the M50 engine and everything, you know, is done, I probably have different plans to do different things. So I'm just gonna sell the kit for now, and I'm just gonna buy a new kit when I'm ready to do all the other stuff. So I got a great deal on basically having most of the turbo parts complete. I just need, like I said, a fuel pump, some hoses. I need bigger injectors. I need an ECU, a motor management, to, you know, make use of all the extra power, which is, as you know, also very expensive. It can be cheap, but then I have heard a lot of horror stories, and I'd rather go with a little bit more expensive or like known brand setup that people all over the world use. So I can even go to somebody in Australia or USA and he can just remote tune my car for me if when I do street pulls or something like that. So I'd rather stick to one big brand that has proven itself and has a lot of compatibility throughout dealers, people that tune them, or just, you know, use them in different projects. Because usually when people buy ECU Master or Link ECU or whatever, you buy that for life. At least I think you buy it for life, because when I'm done with this car, that Link ECU is gonna get pulled out and gonna be in another car, unless I'm gonna sell it as a full turbo build, and who knows. Also, have you noticed I shaved my beard off? Or I still have a decent beard, but it was like here or something. I was done, was fed up with it, and fresh start. So I have nothing else to tell you except for I got a freaking turbo. So for now, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you would love to stay up to date and follow the build. And like I said, it's gonna take some time. I'm also sorry for not uploading the last couple of weeks, because I was just sort of out of videos. I didn't want to do a simple maintenance. Like, I did the exhaust on a Volvo, but I pulled it off, put 2 new hinges on, and that's it. And I was like, even I would not be really interested in watching this, so I didn't film it. I did it at the beginning of this video, but I didn't film any of it. It now and it's sort of silent, drives well. So yeah, I don't have to daily the BMW anymore, especially with this kind of weather, because it's very slippery, especially with the welded diff, which is fun, but if you need to commute, there's more risk of, you know, being surprised by a piece of road that is very slippery, or a corner, or whatever. It's already slippery in the Volvo, but got some new tires for that one. For now, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like it, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Peace.